Stress does affect your hypothalamus. Let's talk about it. When you're under any kind of stress, your hypothalamus is affected, whether it's an acute stressor, meaning something's happening to you right now, or it's a long-term stressor, stress that keeps going on and on. Two systems are activated in your body when you experience stress. The first system is a neuroendocrine. It's called the sympathetic adrenal medulla axis, or SAM. The second system is a hormonal system called the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, or HPA. SAM activates your adrenal gland's production of adrenaline, and adrenaline raises your heart rate and your blood pressure. Adrenaline activates your hypothalamus to produce cortical releasing factor, which tells your pituitary gland to release adrenocorticotropic hormone, which then tells your adrenal glands to release cortisol. Cortisol then stimulates your body to release stored sugar to fuel your fight or flight response. This is your basic stress response, whether you're stressed because you're late for work or you're facing off a wild animal. If the stress is chronic because you've been physically ill or unable to sleep for a long period of time, the same system is reactivated over and over and over again. In an acute stressor, the hypothalamus bounces back pretty quickly. But if the stress doesn't stop, your hypothalamus can be adversely affected. And that effect can have a universal body effect. And that's because your hypothalamus controls so many aspects of your vital systems. All of your hormones, your immune system, your nervous system, including your cognition, your memory, and your moods. When you're under stress, everything is affected. Chronic stress can cause your hypothalamus to actually shrink by at least 5%. A shrunken hypothalamus does not function properly. The good news is you can reverse the damage to your hypothalamus. The first thing you need to do is to change your stress response. That may mean that you need to get away from the stressor, like change your job situation or your sleep patterns. You may need to get therapy to learn healthier coping mechanisms. There are lots of modalities to help change the way you respond to stress. Many help retrain your brain by desensitizing your HPA axis. When stress becomes chronic, you may develop a hyperreactive stress response. Modalities like biofeedback and EMDR can be helpful. Then supporting your hypothalamus nutritionally can make a huge difference. A poor diet will not help your hypothalamus heal. You may be craving sugar, salt, or fat because your adrenals are fatigued, so you're not giving your hypothalamus what it needs to heal. Providing your hypothalamus with nutraceutical support can make a huge difference in reversing the damage to your hypothalamus. That's one of the reasons I created Genesis Gold. Stress is a huge issue in our modern society. Everyone has issues with stress in their relationships, their finances, chronic illnesses, poor nutrition, or learned maladaptive stress responses. Supporting your hypothalamus with Genesis Gold can be the first step in healing your hypothalamus. In fact, trying to retrain your brain and your stress response is less likely to stick if you're not supporting your hypothalamus nutraceutically. Now, if you have any questions whatsoever regarding the hypothalamus and stress, please join me in our Hormone Support Group. You'll get access to our free Hormone Reboot Training. It takes time to heal your hypothalamus, at least 90 days, and even longer if you've been out of balance for years. So if you've had chronic stressors for years, you're going to add 1 month per year to that first 90 days before you can expect your hypothalamus to function optimally. I'll see you in the next video.